feel like the more that we start to understand that we can tap into what's been passed down in our lineage, and obviously this includes negative things that we can discount and not claim as our own, but also the gifts. We weren't just left generational trauma and pain from war and everything, we were also left incredible spiritual gifts that many of us have awoken because of the shadow work that we've been doing, because of the upgrades, because of the light, because of how we're positioning ourselves in the world right now. Our missions, many of us are gonna get more connected to where we're meant to go, where we're meant to live, who we're meant to be around, how we can support the people. And if we know that in our lineage we've had seers and readers, it could just be tea leaves, it could just be herbalists. There is so much medicine stored in our wombs, in our cells, in our blood, in our DNA. I mean, some people don't believe in DNA itself, but anyway. Up until this point, nothing we know is new. Like, it's all been just regurgitated, like round and round in the cycle, the spiral path. And we need to remember that there is so much there for us within our lineage and from the ancestors. And once we start to tap into that, there is an incredible amount of power that we can connect with energetically. Depending on the gifts, we'll get revelations, we'll get certain things come through to us, depending on if we're interacting with the elements, with the water element, with the fire, earth, wind, and also just in meditation connecting to source, ether, universal language, universal intelligence. And so it can mean pain and darkness. We have to enter into that void of unknowingness and uncertainty. But that is really life itself, and I don't believe in fear, and I trust that many of us will start to find our strength and actually willingly go into the places where we really need to start looking at ourselves. And I'm not saying, do plant medicine to say you've done plant medicine. We get called to certain things. I've had a calling for a certain thing. Maybe it's been going on for about a year. I haven't done it yet. Don't know if I ever will. I've heard the call. We need to really know why we're doing anything. And I don't mean intuitively like, oh, my soul can lead me to a place I don't really know why I'm here. But I meant, are we taking substances? Are we doing this practice because it serves someone else's benefit? Because someone's told me that I should do this. That's their advice. The more that we go into our own depth, the more that we can rise into our full, the light, we can harness the light better. And that will mean different things for everyone individually. And so, some people don't like the word witch, but whenever I refer to that, people call shamans witches, or because we connect with the spirit realm. And we might be getting more lucid dreams, people coming through to us to need soul work, to transition more peacefully, to say goodbye fully. If you're in new lands, some spirits might come and they might need help crossing over, and we just become a safe space for those people to be in our company or not. I can't really explain all that now, but there's stuff going on this side for me. So people's ancestors bring people to me for healing or not, whether they like it or not, for their benefit, yes, because I only act with love and intention, but unfortunately sometimes truth triggers. I'm not saying I'm the all-seeing eye, but I do know the all-seeing eye does protect me because I'm part of... I'm here for the healing of the nations. Nothing I do is in my personal benefit or interest. Of course, I've got to full joy and like it and enjoy it, because that's the abundance mentality. That's joy and love. That's a very high vibration. I've not created a life that I don't like. That's the whole point of pulling out of the matrix, is that we create a life we don't need a holiday from. And that takes work and effort. Sacrifice in terms of giving up certain things, modern amenities, and you know, realising what we actually need, what is essential, what's luxury. But I'm slightly veering off because there's a few energies around me. So tap into the lineage. I give thanks to my ancestors. I know who was a reader before me. I know who was a wizard. I know who has left things for me to be the one to awaken it with the guidance of well, more with the support and the love of people around me. Guidance, it's been a higher guidance. I'm afraid everybody else has to find. We all do have to find our own path. If we keep having someone else guiding us all the time, we end up getting influenced by their desires, their what. Like, it's really that inner voice, internal dialogue that we need to learn, balance, discern, and come out the other side feeling more connected to self, and that sort of like natural innocence and love and childlike play that helps us get through everything that we need to navigate in life. So I don't really know why this is coming through. I was called last night to start talking about this, but I had a lot of energies around that I needed to speak to. So today it's come through, and the gifts are in our lineage. They're also in the environment around us. Please be aware that we are never alone. Obviously it's nice to have physical company and things like that, but do know that there are always eyes protecting and watching us if we act with love and intention, if we honour and respect where we've come from, if we act with, humble attitude. I mean, being too humble, it can get us into trouble because people misunderstand, what do you call it? People underestimate us, and so that can get us into tricky situations. So confidence is a beautiful thing. It might take us a lot of us to a long time to get there, but I do believe the ugly ducklings, the sensitives, the black sheep, the intuitives, the shy folk have finally finding their voices, and the tables have turned. The ships are coming in. The tides are changing, and don't forget where we've come from. We've been passed down incredible knowledge, and I think there's so many tangents. Sorry, I'm just talking how it's coming through my brain, which is not completely straight and narrow at the moment. Is some might call it a witch, herbalist, wizard, medicine man, dragon energy, the Merlin lineage, Avalon, all the fallen empires, Atlantis. There is an abundance of gifts that have been left for those who desire to connect with the ancestors deeper, for those who follow the calling.